Doing what you love can be really scary. Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossbullen and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Tuesday, May 14th, 2019, episode 93 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode. So please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. It can be really scary to achieve your goals. It can be really scary to go down the path of achieving your goals. It's nuts. It's different. It's uncomfortable. And a lot of people don't do it because of those things. A lot of people don't do it because they feel those ways. Yeah. That's why success is so unattainable most of the time. Because everybody gets really scared of the process. Telling people that you want to do something just because you want to do it is kind of scary. It is. Because, number one, you are doing something that everyone doesn't think is popular, or you are doing something that is really random and it doesn't exactly have the high profile money-making strategy all over it. And that looks like you don't know what you're doing with your life. It makes it look like you don't know what you want with your life. It makes it look like you don't know what you're doing and you're going to go down this awful path and you're just going to be poor and you're going to have a terrible life and all this other stuff. Like, for instance, being an entrepreneur was not as glorified as it is now because guess what? Now the market's very nice to entrepreneurs because there's a lot of incentives for entrepreneurs. Sure, there are many incentives around my area for entrepreneurs, and there's a lot of money in the system. A lot of venture capitalists, they want to invest money. There's Indiegogo, there's GoFundMe, there's a lot of crowdsourcing websites. There's a lot of ways to make money to make your business. And entrepreneurship is very popular because of those things. Now, back in the day, entrepreneurs were looked at as stupid because guess what? They were saving all their money. They were not spending it at all. They were living in apartments. They were living the lowest life you could live, on the cusp of comfort, on the edge of comfort. And they were going to school while going to work, and they were learning as much as they could, and they were working as hard as they could. They were working long hours. They were doing ugly work. They were learning while going to work. They were maybe they were just interning. Maybe they were just grabbing a coffee for their employer, and their employer was actually their superstar. It was dirty work in the beginning. It was. And the real entrepreneurs actually know that. They understand that it is dirty work, and it's tough, and it's not exactly appealing. Entrepreneurship is very lonely for those reasons. I am focused on making all of my money go towards a larger goal, right? I am saving every dollar that I can save. And guess what? I don't go out on weekends. I don't go out on Friday nights, Saturday nights. I don't. I don't go out to a club, or I don't do this. I don't do that. And I don't really hang out with my friends all that much. I don't. And whenever I do hang out with my friends, I tend not to spend money. Sure, I make exceptions for things I really love doing, like watching Endgame. That was awesome. And that was something that I have been waiting for, So I spent a little bit of money on that. It was fun. Being an entrepreneur means that I have to be working all the time on my craft to perfect it, to be the master of my craft. A lot of lonely time, a lot of time by myself, and people around me kind of get bored with me when I do that. I become less appealing to hang out with. I do. Even if I am doing that, I'm still trying to work on my future. I'm still trying to save up enough money to start a good business, make sure that I earn enough knowledge before I start that good business. That way I'm better prepared for whatever may come into my focus, whatever fires I might fight. And it's ugly. It's not pretty. It's really not pretty at all. Long hours, working all the time, not focusing on spending money to make myself happy. My focus is being happy in the future, planning for the future all the time. I'm not planning on tomorrow. I'm not planning on tonight. I'm planning on next year. I'm planning on 5 years from now. That's where my mind is. That's how I'm saving money. That's how I'm focusing on my goals. Achieving your goals is not going to be fun. It won't be. Because maybe what you want to do is card collecting. And maybe card collecting is fun for you, but it sure doesn't look like it's going to make a lot of money for you. Now, don't get me wrong. There are ways to make money card collecting. I mean, you could be buying and selling cards. You could be looking for antique cards and selling those at high value margins. And you're really saving those cards maybe for 20 years, and you're keeping them in a safe. That way they're in the right temperature environment. That way they don't have any condensation on them. That way they are in crisp form. Maybe you make a podcast about it. Maybe you start a YouTube channel. Maybe you find other people that love doing what you do, and they just look up to you for doing it. Whoever's on YouTube, whoever's really famous on YouTube, is someone that people aspire to be like. I don't exactly look that part. I'm not that person that everyone wants to be. Not yet, at least. That's why I don't have a large following. Sure, my first video on YouTube got maybe like 38 views. That's just because I'm new and I'm starting out and people want to see me, see what I'm doing. But when I really get down to it, I'm not that special. I'm just a normal 23-year-old male, going to work every day. I have my car. I'm just me. And when people realize that, it's like, he's not that inspirational. I won't follow him. It's like, whatever. Who cares? I don't care. But I'm not that appealing. I'm not appealing to be around either, unless I'm talking to you about my dreams and my goals and you actually believe in me, which is very rare for me. It's rare to have people believe in me so much. I mean, my close friends do. Yeah, they do, but a lot of people don't, and I don't mind that. Sure, my life is a little bit more lonely than you might think it would be, but or you might want it to be. But it's my life, and I'm making these choices on purpose. I want to be famous. I want to be that person that changes the world. And I don't care how I get to it. I want to struggle. I want to work through all those tireless nights. I want to work where I'm not having fun with my friends, but I'm having fun doing my craft to get to the next step. That's what I'm having fun doing. And every once in a while, I get too focused on the quick making it big, and I'm like, maybe what I'm doing isn't worth it. But it is. It really, really is worth it. And no matter what you do in your life, you will always have these kind of times where you're judging yourself and you're judging what you think is right for you. And it's difficult. It's not fun doing that. It's not fun having those thoughts and saying to yourself, man, I'm stupid. Why am I doing this with my life? I could be enjoying my life. I can be hanging out with people. I can already have a wife or already have a house if I only had done this and only had done that. And I don't care about those things. Maybe you shouldn't either. Care about what you want to do with your life. Care about your future. Maybe care about tonight, if that's what you do. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I know I did. It's so important. It's something not many people talk about, because pain and suffering is not the best thing ever. It's not happiness. It's not great. It's sad. Nobody wants a success story to be a sad one, full of pain and suffering. Nobody wants that. But I do. I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And please focus on your dreams and try to achieve them. Go out of your way and try to achieve those goals. Make your dreams into goals. Do that. I will see you guys tomorrow.